If you just got a new iPhone or you've had it for a while but don't feel like you've mastered that iPhone, give me a few minutes because I'm going to walk you through the essential settings that you need to change that are related to your privacy and battery life, aka tracking and listening on your iPhone, and how to make sure that your iPhone doesn't run out of battery midway through the day. I've made tons of these videos, and that's the most common request that I've gotten. How do I protect my privacy? And how do I prevent my iPhone from running out of battery midway through the day? So let's jump right in on the actionable steps that you need to take right now. Now, the first thing we're going to do is open up the Settings app on your iPhone. From the Settings app, scroll down. And first, we're going to go to Privacy and deal with all the privacy settings. So tap on Privacy and Security. And first, tap on Tracking, that second option. You can see it says allow apps to request to track. Allow apps to track your activity across other apps and websites. Essentially, any app on this list can track what you do from that app or that website to another app or website. So if any of these are on in this list, toggle them off and toggle it off at the top to prevent that. Next, let's tap the back arrow and scroll down to the bottom. You can see towards the bottom is Analytics and Improvements. Tap on that. Now, all of this data is gathered about your usage of your iPhone, tracking data, your location, listening data. It's all anonymized, but then it's all sent to Apple and developers. I would prefer to not have that gathered and sent to third parties. So on all of these cases, I would recommend turning it off because you can see lots of different things. Improve fitness, where it'll share additional information about your workouts, and iCloud Analytics, your information about that. Siri and dictation, it'll share the audio recordings and transcripts of your interactions with Siri. Essentially, all of these are anonymized, but why would you want to share all of this with Apple or with developers? I personally would rather not. So I keep all of these turned off. Next, let's tap the back arrow and tap on Apple Advertising next. You can see it says Apple Advertising does not track you. It's designed to protect you. However, by turning this off, it will limit Apple's ability to deliver relevant ads to you. Essentially, by turning this off, it means that you won't be targeted for specific apps or ads when you go browse around Apple. Keep in mind, if you search for something like, hey, I want to buy a new TV on Google, and you'll see an ad then on Facebook or another app. Essentially, this is helping to prevent that. So turn that off. Next, we're going to tap the back arrow and then go to Apple Intelligence Report as well. You'll need to use your Face ID to unlock this, and you can see report duration. Make sure to tap on that and set this to off. Essentially says it will be stored on the device, but it will include personal data such as messages and text you enter. So again, I would rather that be turned off. Next, let's tap the back arrow and go up towards the top and go to Location Services. This is another big thing where certain apps and Apple themselves with the system services will track your location. So let's go through and make sure it's only turned on where you want it to be turned on. Now, if I scroll through here, it'll show me every app that has requested access to my location. And in some of these, I don't want it to have access to my location. Some of them are helpful, like Find My or the Google Maps app won't really function without the location. But for instance, Facebook, I would rather Meta not track my location. You can see if this is set to always, it can always track your location no matter what, no matter whether you have that app open and running or just in the background. So I would recommend switching a lot of these to never, or just while using the app. I would never choose that always unless there's specific or weird instances where there's a certain app that you do need it to track your location all the time. Next, let's scroll down towards the bottom and tap on System Services. You can see on here, these are system services that are built into your iPhone that will use your location to help that specific item. However, in some instances, I would not recommend choosing to turn that location on. For instance, Apple Pay merchant identification, I would turn that off. But you can see certain ones I have turned on, like emergency calls or Find My iPhone, or motion calibration or satellite connection. So you can choose to do some research on every single one and decide what you want to be turned on and what you want to turn off. However, you can also just scroll through here and pause this video and mimic exactly what I have chosen if you choose to do so. The next thing I would recommend checking out is significant locations and routes. You'll need to use your Face ID, and it says allow your iPhone and other iCloud connected devices to learn places significant to you as well as routes that you commonly take. I would highly recommend turning this off and hitting turn off. This is sometimes helpful if you're turning off the stolen device protection. Essentially, it allows you to turn it off immediately versus waiting an hour. But I would rather turn this off and not have those records. So I would hit clear history and toggle that off. Next, let's tap the back arrow, and then under product improvement, make sure all of those are turned off as well. So now we've covered the most essential privacy settings on your iPhone. Now let's cover the most essential battery settings on your iPhone. So I'm going to tap the back arrow until I get back to the beginning of my settings and scroll all the way to the top. From here, we're first going to go to General, and then scroll down and tap on Background App Refresh. Essentially, if this is turned on, this means every single app that is on this list can run in the background, draining my battery and my data at the same time. It says allow apps to refresh their content while on Wi-Fi or sell data. Turn off may help preserve battery life. So you can choose to toggle it off for individual apps, but in my case, I just switch it to off completely. This means an app will be able to refresh and load when I open up the app, but otherwise it won't be able to. Next, let's tap the back arrow. Again, until we get to the beginning of your settings, and check Mail, because that's a big culprit. So scroll to the bottom and tap on Apps, and then scroll down and tap on Mail on this list. Where is it? There it is. Tap on Mail. Next, tap on Mail Accounts at the top, and tap on Fetch New Data at the bottom. You can see if push is turned on, it says new data will be pushed to your iPhone from the server. I would recommend turning this off. In addition to that, Fetch says the schedule below is used when push is off. For better battery life, fetch less often. Essentially, what this means is your iPhone will constantly check if there's new email throughout all of your email accounts, draining your battery life pretty significantly. I would recommend switching this to manual and going into any of these and again switch it to manual. So make sure everything is set to manual. Similar to the apps, the Mail app will refresh or check for new emails just when you open up that Mail app, which is what I intend to do, and it preserves your battery life pretty significantly. The next thing we're going to do is tap the back arrow. Back again, back again, back again, and scroll to the top. From here, let's scroll down and tap on Display and Brightness. And you can see on here your display and how bright it is. Keep in mind on your iPhone, if you choose to use a dark mode, this significantly reduces your battery drain throughout the day. Dark pixels take up a lot less energy than light pixels on your iPhone. So try it out on dark mode, or at least switch to dark mode when it's nighttime by turning on automatic and having dark until sunrise. You can also scroll down here and choose always on display, and I would recommend turning this off as well to help prevent it from draining your battery life while you're not using it. I hope this helps break down some key settings on your privacy and battery. If you like this video and want to check out more, check out this video over to my right. I think you'll really like that one too, and thanks for watching.